Hello everyone, it's Ranger Trainee and I am back with more gameplay of Cassette Beasts. I know the first episode was much more of like a tutorial, so it won't be as much tutorial like that, but I will still give tips and tricks, but I'll take you along with my journey. And today we're gonna start by going towards the Ranger building where, we apply to become Rangers, and there's this confident woman and there's this shadowy thing which is like a fusion, and we see this confident woman transform into this mega mech beast and one-shots the Candevil. How momentous. Well, she's clearly where we need to be, so we go. She introduces herself as Leader Ianthe, and we apply to become Rangers, and she gives us a stamp card. Now the stamp card has 12 places for us to stamp, which means there will be 12 captains for us to face. So I'm pretty excited. So let's get out of this building and start our adventure. Now before the rest of the video, I want to preface this for especially newer players who haven't played too much of this. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Do not pick Eugene as your partner very early on, because you do not unlock the relationship level until I don't know when, because I've played for at least 8 hours and I still have not yet unlocked it. So don't take Eugene, stick with Kaylee so you can still enjoy the fusions. Sadly, for the next 2, 3 or 4 episodes you might not see any fusions in my videos, but eventually I realize my mistake and I get Kaylee back, but that's way along in the future, so let's continue with this video. After that tamer fight you might have just seen, we do see a squirey that we want to record. I said it before, my mission is to try and record all monsters I come across. Hi squirey, welcome to the team, but I'm not gonna pick you, you're ugly. Okay, not that ugly, it's kind of cute, but it's not my jam. Okay, but it's not ugly, I'm sorry. Heading further along, we do have like 3 tamer fights in a row. Obviously I'm not gonna go through each of them, but I don't want to skip all of them, so I'm just gonna give you some highlights. We do face a dandelion, which we kind of burn because it's a plant type, and a 2v1 was kind of quite easy. The next fight, we have a couple of creatures and one of them is Pangolin. It's quite scary, it's tall, it's lanky, it has like a spear, it's metal type, and it slices like both of my creatures at once, but our traffic crab does melt it, it gives it the burn, which that damage does help me out, but it's still, the slice is scary. It's the third tamer that is most interesting, because this bird fan transforms into an Apocalypse, which is a genius name, but it also has 2 Nevermorts as allies. I focused the Apocalypse right away, and it's not really much of an issue, especially because Pom Pom is fire and it burns, melts whatever the poison. We also kind of see Pom Pom's Hot Potato, which is a very cool skill. It does the bomb status effect on the Nevermort. The bomb, how does it happen? Well, it's like the Hot Potato game, right? If Nevermort attacks with a physical damage, it transfers the bomb onto our creatures. However, because it uses a ranged attack, the bomb goes tick 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 and it does fire damage, so that is quite fun. The second Nevermort does have an air wall. Because air is strong against fire, when attacking with fire, they get an air updraft and the wall extends even further, so that is slightly annoying, slightly inconvenient to us, but we still managed to get this fight over. After these 3 fights, I go and rest. You always should heal your tapes, repair them. And because the Candevil is 5 stars, it can be remastered, i.e. evolved. We get the choice between alchemy and machinery. I picked machinery, I have no idea what either of them will turn into, and it evolves into Vendemon, which is, a cool vending machine, I love. Near the next landkeeper stronghold, we do have a tamer fight, which is kind of goes quite easy, and then we get into a wild battle. The second creature is a Stardigrade. Now this is an astral type, I've never seen it before. It's pink, it looks very cool. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I know I want it because it's pink, duh. So I catch it and I put it in my team. And it has high defenses and HP, so it's quite unique in its strategy. Before I proceed much further, I noticed that there's like a fusion swarm, and I'm like, listen, Leader Ianthe took that creature down, I will do the same. So I go into this swarm thing, but it's 3 current vipers, and there's like 3 more in the back, because you can see like the cassette tapes. So I kind of give it a go, but I'm like, I'm not sure I can do this, so I take a step back, I flee, I do lose some items, but I'm kind of eager to try this again in the future. After having rested, I kind of come back and see that there's like a puzzle that I kind of missed, so I take these boxes over from the water area and take them to the next area to unlock a couple of boxes. Be careful because there is some inertia happening when you accidentally kick them and they fall into the sea and you can no longer catch them. But it's okay. Back next to the stronghold, we fight a landkeeper, not part of the landkeeper mission thing, but it's still a fight. It is my first time playing with Stardigrade, and it kind of has some cool, unique dynamics. Because it's astral, its attacks drain upon that, and it gains 1 AP less each turn, so it's kind of a nice effect. If you look at Stardigrade's techniques, they're quite chill, like hibernate and meditate, and they involve sleeping. When you're asleep, you instead get 3 attacks that you can choose: Sleep Talk, Sleepwalk, and Summon Talpa. All of them have an accuracy of 1%, which I think is a very cool thing, that while you're sleeping, you're not completely idle. There is a chance for you to do something, and you will see later on that there might be more strategy involved with playing Sleep, Stardigrade, etc. But for now, we just play with what we have and we win. We love Stardigrade. After another tamer fight, I kind of come across these Snoopin and Allseer wild creatures, and this Snoopin turns my Eugene Stardigrade into a glitter type, but it quickly goes away because when metal affects glitter, the glitter type changes into metal, which was kind of okay, but I love seeing a sparkly Stardigrade. I just wish it lasted longer. A little further on, there's a green button that I step on and the map changes because there's now a step, so now it's easier from below to go back up. And there's an area with 6 stones. Wait. Sorry, it's 5. I can't count apparently. It's a puzzle, but I haven't figured it out yet. And I do the next tamer fight, which has a Skull Evangelist. It's quite interesting of a creature. You can kind of see from the names, there's a bit of cultish sense to some of the designs, including this one. I changed my palm bomb to water because water is effective against earth. It erodes Skull Evangelist, it weakens its defense, so I use that strategy with Traffic Grab's water coating to get the advantage in this fight. I come across this kind of building thing which has 4 red puzzles, so we kind of need to bring stones over. I do battle the tamer, quite simple macabre, and eventually I get the 4 stones, although 3 would have been enough, and it opens the cave. So I go into this cave, which was kind of requested from one of the rumors or missions that they talked about in town. After a quick scout, I'm like, yeah, nothing is moving, there isn't any puzzle triggers, so I'll come back to this later. That said, this cave will be the end of this episode, so see you around next time where we'll explore a bit more fusion fights. Ooh. And try to find our first captain, because we really want to get started on becoming the best ranger. Well, it's not about being the best, but being giraffe is always the best, so I gotta go try for that. So if you haven't yet, do subscribe, and I hope I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.